All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Always good to be back.
You know, we got to talk about
Oh, yeah.
Connect 2024, huge announcements this year.
Absolutely.
A new VR headset.
Yeah.
And a prototype for AR glasses. The future is now.
Right. It's not just about, like, new gadgets, right?
Right.
This is Meta trying to make mixed reality, like, something everybody uses every day.
Like mainstream.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So let's break it down a little bit. First, they announced this Quest 3S VR headset.
Right.
And the S, honestly, it's like they're trying to tell us it stands for steal because it's $299.
Wow.
Remember when like early VR headsets were like $1,000 at least?
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
It's insane. This is a huge deal because, I mean, this is kind of their answer to Apple, right? This whole Vision Pro.
I mean, think about it. At $299,
yeah,
the Quest 3S is like an impulse buy for a lot of people.
Right, exactly.
It's their chance to see what VR and MR are all about without spending a fortune.
Yeah.
Which is huge. They're basically saying, look, this is the future of computing, and it's not going to break the bank.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't have, like, every single little bell and whistle that the Quest 3 does, it's got the same Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 chip, right? Like, it's not that much of a downgrade.
No.
And it's got longer battery life, which is crucial for, spending hours in virtual worlds.
Yeah, for sure.
But also it has this new action button.
Okay.
So you can switch between the virtual and real world, like, really seamlessly.
Interesting. So they're making it a more integrated experience.
Yeah, exactly. They even discontinued the Quest 2 and the Pro, so it's like they're really putting all their eggs in this basket.
It's all about the 3S. Wow.
Yeah, it's all about the 3S. Now, even more than that,
Doug?
The Orion AR glasses.
Now we're talking.
These are still in, like, prototype phase.
Right.
But what they've shown us is pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah, I mean, miniaturizing all that tech, right?
Yeah.
To get it to fit into something that actually looks and feels like a normal pair of glasses,
right?
That's not easy.
No.
Like, we're talking about holographic displays, AI integration, all in a comfortable design.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible what they've been able to accomplish.
Like, this is them just showing us what they're working on.
Yeah, it's a glimpse into the future, really.
It's a glimpse into the future. Now, something they really emphasized was this whole idea of staying connected to the real world.
Okay, I like that.
Even while you're using, augmented reality.
Yeah.
Like, still being able to see people's eyes, their expressions, all those natural cues that we rely on for human connection.
Because at the end of the day, we're still social creatures.
Right.
We crave those real-world interactions.
Yeah, for sure. So this isn't about replacing real life. It's about adding to it.
Exactly. It's about enhancing our existing relationships and experiences, not replacing them.
Right, exactly. Like, imagine, like, okay, you're making dinner, right?
Yeah.
And your glasses are, like, showing you recipe suggestions based on what you have in your fridge.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Or you're, like, washing dishes, and you can adjust your calendar hands-free.
Ooh, I like that.
I need that.
You can even make video calls without having to hold your phone, but you're still present in the room.
It's like they're trying to free us from being tethered to our devices, which I can definitely get behind.
Exactly.
Create a world where information and connection are just seamlessly integrated into our lives.
So seamlessly.
It's pretty wild when you think about it.
So it all comes down to this concept of contextual AI.
Yeah, contextual AI. This is huge.
Yeah.
I think this is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Imagine your AR glasses, right?
Yeah.
Not just seeing the world around you,
Right.
but actually understanding it.
Oh, wow.
Knowing what you're doing, what you might need.
Okay.
And then giving you the information or assistance you need at exactly the right moment. Like, almost like an assistant.
Exactly, like an AI assistant that's always with you.
That's wild.
That's pretty mind-blowing when you think about the possibilities.
So Meta is betting big on this.
They are, and it makes sense. This could be the next big leap in how we interact with technology.
It's a lot to process, right?
It is. It's exciting and a little bit overwhelming all at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of like, remember that whole metaverse thing they were pushing?
Right.
This is different. Like, it's not just about escaping into virtual reality, right?
Right.
It's about making digital and physical work together.
Yeah, and it feels like they're tackling it from, like, all sides now, right?
Yeah.
They've got the Quest.
Right.
Cheaper and more powerful every time they release a new one.
Makes sense.
Getting people into VR.
Totally. And then you got Orion,
Right.
which is like this whole other thing.
Yeah.
Where we're wearing the tech, not just like staring at it in our hands all the time.
Exactly. And we got to talk about the AI.
Oh, yeah, the AI.
That's like the glue that's going to hold this whole vision together.
Yeah, and they kind of have been quiet about it.
Right.
But they've actually been making some big moves with their AI.
Oh, for sure.
Like across all their stuff.
Yeah.
Voice recognition, image recognition, even AI that can like help you make stuff.
Yeah. It's all connected, right? It's
Yeah.
like they're building a future where like our devices can like understand us.
Yeah.
See what we see.
Yeah.
Hear what we say.
Right.
And even like predict what we're going to do next.
It's wild. It's definitely both exciting and kind of creepy. Yeah, for sure. Like privacy.
Yeah.
That's huge, right?
Yeah.
If everything is always listening and watching,
Right. Yeah.
how do we make sure like, that all of our information is like, used responsibly?
Right.
And then there's the whole thing about like, are we just going to be like constantly bombarded with even more digital stuff than we already are?
Right. Exactly. Imagine you're trying to have a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
And your glasses are just like flashing ads at you based on what you're talking about.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Well,
Or like you're at a
really?
concert, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's so busy like recording it through their AR glasses that nobody's actually like present.
Right. Right. You're not even enjoying the music.
Exactly. And that's why, like we have to think about this stuff now because like once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah. It's like that saying, just because we can do something doesn't mean we should.
Exactly. But I don't know. I'm optimistic, I think.
Okay.
Like we can have both.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like we can enjoy all the like the cool stuff, all the
Yeah.
good things that mixed reality can do.
Right.
But also like be aware of the risks
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
and work to like mitigate them.
And this is where like you, the listener, comes in.
Right.
Because this isn't something that like Mark Zuckerberg is going to decide for us.
Exactly.
Like this is all of us.
It's a collective thing.
It's all of us. It's, the choices we make, the conversations we have.
Yeah, for sure.
It all matters.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, that's like what I love about doing this.
Yeah.
Like, obviously we like talking about gadgets and stuff.
Right.
But this is bigger than that.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about like how we live our lives,
Right.
how we interact with the world,
Right.
with each other.
Exactly. It's huge. Yeah. And at the end of the day, like technology is a tool,
It is.
right? Like
Yeah.
it's not good or bad.
It's all about how we use it.
It's how we use it. Right.
Yeah.
And I think, as you're listening to this, as you're, maybe thinking about getting your hands on like a Quest 3S,
Right.
or even like daydreaming about these Orion glasses,
Right.
like ask yourself, what do I want the future to look like?
That's a good question to ask.
Like how do I want to use this stuff?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
because, the choices we make now,
Right.
they're going to shape what this technology becomes.
It really makes you think like, what if we're, at the start of something really big?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This isn't like some far-off sci-fi fantasy anymore.
Right.
This is happening now.
Yeah.
Like this technology is being developed right now, and it'll probably be in our hands in the next few years.
Yeah. It's kind of like we're writing a new chapter,
Totally. And it's up to us to decide what that chapter is going to say.
Okay, I like that. So, listeners, here's something to think about. What if in 5 years, those Orion glasses are like as normal as your phone is right now?
Interesting.
Would you want to live in that world? Would that be exciting or kind of scary? Let us know what you think, and until next time, keep exploring.
See you next time.